listen carefully. Now that feels like it's underneath the soles of my feet, which means it's up front somewhere now. Darn it. Alright, back to the driveway. I think I'm going to have to get some new wishbones with ball joints fitted. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do, and that will eliminate all of those bushes and all those ball joints in one go. Project cars, eh? Alright, wishbones next. Okay, I've saved you the agony of undoing all those bolts, but I've got to the point now where I have released the ball joint using a crowbar to apply some pressure, and a Jeremy Clarkson, the hammer. Just tap it, apply pressure, tap, tap, keep applying pressure like this, and eventually it pops out. You have to hope that the previous mechanic used copper slip, which they didn't, because none of these bolts that I've taken out had any kind of copper slip on them, and I doubt very much this is the original wishbone. But that is out now. Bushes are a little bit knackered at the back, which is not surprising. These vertical bushes tend to go on most of the cars I've worked on. And then the ball joint, completely knackered. That is a, yep, that is a knackered ball joint there. So I've managed to source a replacement set of left and right wishbones with the bushes and the ball joints, and those should arrive tomorrow, and then I'll be able to replace these. And what I'm going to be doing at the same time is removing the outer tie rod ends, which are these things over here. That's your inner tie rod over there. It's all part of the steering mechanism. And then these are the outer tie rod ends, which get adjusted to set your wheel alignment, your steering alignment. I've got the nut off the bottom over there, been lubricating that joint over there. So I'm going to try and leave that nut in place, because then I know how far to screw the new outer tie rod end onto. This will have to have wheel alignment done anyway, because I've taken the wishbones off and all of this stuff has changed angles. But that's in pretty good condition over there, which is good to see. So I'm going to try and get some wax oil inside of that as well before I put the new wishbone on. So now it's just time to see if we can pop this off. There we go. So as you can see, that whole piece rotates. So I just need to pop it back in there for now, just to stop it rotating. So I can just crack this nut, get some more lubrication into those threads over there, and try and get this off. Now usually an inner tie rod end has a portion, there it is over there, where there are some flat edges, and you can put a spanner over that to hold it in place while you loosen the outer tie rod. I'm going to put a 20mm spanner, on there, and I'm going to tap it with the hammer to try and break that seal, because of course I've realized that that's a lock nut. It's tightened up tight against this. So I'm hoping that if I break that seal there, I will turn the rod enough to undo its attachment to the outer tie rod end. Let's see what I'm going to do. Just going to tap this. Oh hey! You can see it's turning. Yes, alright. So that means, yeah baby, I can just turn it off. Just what I was hoping for. Thank you very much. It worked a treat. And that nut should stay in the same place now. absolutely no copper slip or anything in there at all. Let's have a look at this quality of this. Oh, that is really rough. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I'm replacing those. I've just got to pick those up from a local motor factors, and I'll keep these handy just so I can measure the length to make sure that they're the same length. It's marked left. Okay, so that's there. Great, let's move on to the other side, shall we? Let's see, break it off. There we go. And it's off. Whew. Let's get this bolt off. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did on the other side. I'm going to grab a 20mm spanner and I'm going to tap it to try and break the lock. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I think I got it. Or is this the side that was put on by the other mechanic? The one that didn't ever use copper slip for anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Evidence of no copper slip. It is off, dry as a bone in there. Let's have a feel. What does that ball joint feel like? Oh, rough. Yep, knackered. Well, I would call that a successful couple of hours. The wishbones are off on both sides. The outer tie rod ends are all loose, and the ball joint is disconnected from the bottom of the hub. So I am ready to fit the new pieces. Well, thankfully, it's still dry, but also my new wishbones, ball joints and tie rod ends are now ready to be fitted. So now I can proceed in this glorious weather, which is a rare occasion at the moment, to fit this on Black Betty the Panda 4x4. And I will leave you to the capable hands of my time-lapse camera while I just crack on and get this done. Just a reminder, all of the nuts and bolts that I took off were as dry as a bone. So I will be using copper slip like a good amateur mechanic on all of those bolts, so that when these are removed in the future, they won't be an absolute nightmare. Anyway, enjoy the music and the time lapse. Here I go. All right, that is one side done. New outer tie rod end, new wishbone with new bushes and new ball joint, all tightened up, and I will torque them to the correct spec once the car is on its wheels, because then particularly that front bolt and the inside bush will be at its normal ride position and won't be under any kind of tension. If I tighten it up now, the wishbone is lower than what it will be when the car's on its wheels. So I'll wait till it's on its wheels and then I'll just lean in there and nip it up to torque, which, if I remember correctly, is 65 or 60 Newton meters. The back is 110 and the ball joint is 60, I think. So I will double check before I tighten those up, and I'll put the torques in the description below, as well as a link to a PDF. Okay, let's do the other side, which is going to be pretty much the same as this. So yeah, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Hopefully this has been useful to you if you're going to do your own Fiat Panda. It'll be the same with the 4x4 and the non 4x4. Yeah, do it yourself. Starting to really feel like I want to change a lot more, like rusty struts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Remember, you are the warranty if you do it yourself. Grab yourself a t-shirt or a hoodie from my shop. Link is in the description or on the channel main page. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Cheers. Let's take Black Betty for a drive. Before we've put the prop shaft on, let's just make sure all the rattles are fixed. Right, we have still got rattles. I think it's fair to say that what I'm left with is a top mount or perhaps upper engine mount knock, although I really doubt that. So I think I'm going to have to get some top mounts in. Man, this car is going to be properly restored, and excuse me for misting up the windows. Right, okay, so there's no prop shaft in, wishbones are new, ball joints are new, tie rod ends are new. It's got to be top mounts or an engine mount now. Maybe gearbox torque mount or something like that. So, to the driveway we go.